Thank you everyone for joining in. It's so great to be on these calls. Love the energy every time we're on these calls as well. I'm here with my colleague Harish. My camera seems to have given up on me today, so unfortunately I couldn't be a part of history in the first large gallery picture for this community. But coming to agent builder templates, right? Let's talk agent builder templates. We've broken this down into two parts, right? So basically, the first part is introducing these templates, what we've done, why these templates even exist in the first place. And then about 2 weeks from now, we're actually going to go into a hands-on demo for one of these templates. But in the meanwhile, I really hope all of you have gone and checked these out yourself any which ways, right? So let's get started with introducing these templates. But before that, we'll take a huge step back, right? What are Copilot agents exactly? What even are Copilot agents in the first place, right? So agents basically extend M365 Copilot. They're built on top of M365 Copilot with the exact same goodness that's there. But if you break agents down into categories based on what they actually do, there are three categories of agents you can broadly bucket them into, right? The first category is retrieval agents. These are the most common agents. And if you look at the spectrum from simple to advanced, which on this slide is left to right, the retrieval agents are the simplest kind of agents that you can build. And all they have is they follow a set of instructions. You give them their personality, their behavior, their objectives. They're very rule-based. And they go and look at a certain source of knowledge, a body of knowledge, and they answer questions from that body of knowledge. Think of a compliance FAQ agent that can like instantly surface policies or procedures to an employee. Next, as we move up the ladder into the right of the complexity spectrum, we come up to the task-based agents, right? And these agents not just have knowledge, but they actually perform tasks on behalf of the user. So, maybe an accounts payable agent that processes invoices, or an HR agent that basically streamlines some process work and then goes and sends emails to people and stuff like that. Now, finally, at the top of this pyramid, we have the autonomous agents, right? These are the most advanced agents that exist. These are agents that act on triggers, right? They don't really need humans to kind of kick them off, right? Imagine a risk analysis agent in a bank that kind of models scenarios, or at a very simple level, even in that advanced spectrum, an agent that works off of a Power Platform trigger that you have. So across the spectrum, this is what agents do. They extend M365 Copilot. And there's a variety of ways that you can build these agents, right? A whole suite of tools that Microsoft has made available for you. You can start off with the pre-built agents. You can customize a template, or you can bring your own agent. No surprises and no brownie points for guessing why we're here today. We're here talking about how do you customize a template or build from scratch, correct? So let's say you have a specific vision in mind, but you really want inspiration, or you're really looking for something that's very cookie cutter, that's very turnkey, that you can just click and go, right? That you can set up in a few moments and then it'll just work for you. That's exactly where the templates sit, right? They sit in the Goldilocks zone of absolutely not having to do anything at all, no customization, to having to do a lot of customization with Pro Code. We sit somewhere in the middle where we give you the best of both worlds, correct? So today we're going to talk about agent builder templates specifically, because that's what we have done. We've actually gone and put a lot of hard work into getting some templates made available into agent builder. But for those of you who haven't heard of agent builder, what is agent builder, correct? So there's a video playing on your screen. There's a small animation that's playing, and that basically describes what agent builder is, correct? It's a place that allows you to basically go and turn your workflows, or basically what you do, your processes, into very simple agents. How it works is that you give it a small brief and you say, hey, I want to maybe automate this workflow and blah blah blah, and you can go into a conversation with the helper agent and try to build that. That's how you build it from scratch. But we also have templates as part of this whole experience, correct? Agent Builder can basically help you do all the heavy lifting. It grounds your agents in real work, and it automates, whatever slows your team down. And the agents that you build in Agent Builder are not meant to be enterprise applications, right? They're always meant to be for personal productivity and for team productivity, correct? And what that means is, if you have a small team, for example, you want to do, you're a team of maybe 10, 15 people, you can build an agent yourself. You can share it with that team, just like you would share for a document. So the target for Agent Builder isn't really to build very, very complicated solutions. Remember, like I said, it's the Goldilocks zone of no configuration and completely bespoke agents. That's where Agent Builder sits in, correct? So talking about templates inside of Agent Builder, right? So if you talk about templates inside of Agent Builder, They kind of surface like the screenshot on the left-hand side. And we have actually shipped 8 new templates. These templates as a concept itself aren't new to Agent Builder. They've always existed. They've always been there. But we have shipped 8 new templates. And Harish and I belong to a team inside of Microsoft that actually does a lot of customer engagements. We've analyzed like literally 1,000 customer engagements. We've distilled these to the top patterns that people really use that are very repeatable, for example, and basically that boost or enhance personal productivity. Introducing these 8 agents, right? We have Plan My Day, we have My Company Policy, an exec briefing agent, an AI learning advisor agent, a personal news digest, an SME finder, status update agent, and project delta digest, right? So these are the new crop of 8 agents that we've built. We've done like I said, we've looked at a lot of patterns, and any ones that fit in that bucket of personal and team productivity, and any agents that we have seen would benefit organizations worldwide. These are new. They have actually been shipped exactly 1 month ago. So happy birthday to these agents. And in 1 month, we've actually had 100,000 of these agents created just from these 8 different templates. And that's really good, right? That tells us that we're onto something. Okay, but on this call, I really want to dig deep into the inspiration part of these agents. Why did we build these agents? What's different in these agents? What can you folks learn from these agents? Of course, please feel free to go and create these agents. I'd love it if all of you went and created like your instance of Plan My Day. That'd be great. But basically, the point here is that what have we what have we basically how can you recreate these and how can you draw inspiration from these? So I'll actually double click into 4 of the agents that are there. No hate against the others, but these are just the ones that I think bring out patterns that repeat in the others as well, right? So if you look at Plan My Day, for example, we have certain gates that we've given this. For example, don't skip this step, right? Don't reorder. We've given it an output contract, right? And you'll see why we've done all of this later, but I'm just going to go through and call out certain keywords that if you have a tissue paper handy or something, please just note it down. Correct. So what we've done is we've given it a sequential process to follow. We've defined output contracts. In Plan My Day, you'll see 3 depths of an output contract. You'll see a 30-second glance, you'll see a 1-minute read, and you'll see a bigger debrief, right? And we've also defined terms in the instructions itself. We've told it, hey, NWD means next working day. What does the work week mean? What does 6 p.m. like anything after 6 p.m. should be treated as tomorrow? We don't leave inference to chance, right? The SME finder agent, for example, right? We define again vocabulary in this agent, right? We also tell it things about what does relevance mean. We tell the SME finder saying ordering, like make it clear to people that the ordering of SMEs doesn't mean I'm ranking those SMEs, right? Because we don't want that to happen. We also give it a self-evaluation checklist at the end. Correct. Now, moving on to the AI Learning Advisor, we've told it a special, we've given it a special instruction that says, hey, detect, don't ask. Don't re-ask people. Don't keep asking people things that you already know. Maybe look at things that you're already aware of based on people's instructions. Again, we've given it an output contract, right? We've also told it, hey, never invent URLs or SKUs or error codes as a guardrail. There's a guardrail section in this that tells it, hey, don't invent any of this because you're an AI Learning Advisor. If you refer courses to people, never invent any of this stuff, right? We also give it input and output examples. Again, this is a part of a 6-point self checklist. Same thing in status update agent, right? The status update agent is basically meant to, give you and your manager a view on what you achieved throughout the week. It also crafts email ready to send email formats and things for you. But again, we've given it the ability to generate a brag doc, correct? How do you generate that brag doc? Never fabricate anything, right? What are some valid and invalid examples? All of these are a part of my double click in these agents. And maybe just bear with me for 2 slides. You'll see all of this falling in place, correct? Now, for those of you who never created an agent with Agent Builder, it's devilishly simple. You just need to go to the Agent Builder section. Harish, I don't know if you have the URL handy, and if you can paste the URL to the Agent Builder experience, I think that'll be great in chat. You choose a template, you customize the agent, you update the details, you update the instructions, the knowledge, the capabilities, and the suggested prompts if you need to. If you don't need to, these are good to go, correct? And then you share, you test and create, and then if you're happy with the results, you share it out with your colleagues. And if you look at the sharing screen here, you'll notice that this sharing window looks very, very similar to how you share a Word document, right? You'd say, who do you want to share this with? You'd apply certain permissions, and then you just copy a link, and then you can share that link out with anybody in the organization. It's really as simple as that. All right. Now, why are these templates special, and why is this a two-part series? Why are we going to demo them in the next session for you? Well, the reason is that these are the first capability enhanced templates. Now, what does that mean? If you actually look at the declarative agent manifest schemas, the previous set of templates actually used only instructions. They never use any of the goodness that comes with these capabilities. The capabilities are in these, all of the capabilities that I'm talking about are these capabilities. They're all manifest properties, right? If you look at people, if you look at SharePoint and OneDrive, if you look at Teams, if you look at email, code interpreter, web search, all of these are manifest capabilities that are defined. And for the first time, our templates and Agent Builder have actually made use of all of this goodness, correct? So, it unlocks a lot of things for us. For example, the people capability is preloaded in these templates. What that means is some of these templates like SME Finder, they have all visibility into your org chart. They have the visibility to what roles people work with, across reporting lines and who knows what. SharePoint and OneDrive supports, full tenant grounding. If you look at email and Outlook, again, they refer to your personal context of information. Basically, if you put all of this together, we are giving all of these agents work IQ. Right. The second most important thing, and one of the biggest shifts that we've seen in the last 1 year, is that you cannot reuse the same instructions that you use for GPT-4 or even 5.0 models for GPT 5.1. These instructions have completely been redone for GPT 5.1. And you remember those keywords that I kept throwing around where I said, hey, give it a self-check list, give it an output contract. All of those are published in our guidance here. Where we talk about what changes with the newer models and how you should write instructions that actually adhere and make the most of these models. So if you go and read the instructions of these templates, you don't even have to create them. If you just go and read the instructions, there's a whole bunch of inspiration in there that why these templates are crafted the way that they are. If you create custom agents, use instructions and use best practices from these custom agents. Give it examples, give it input-output examples, give it self-check examples. Give it an output contract. All of these things are the goodness that's mentioned in our documentation here. And all of these are instructions that apply to GPT 5.1 and later. And the reason for that is that GPT 5.1 and above, they are inference first models. They're not literal first models. They're really inference first models. They try to understand what the intent of the prompt is, and then they go and figure out how to achieve that intent. They don't really follow instructions literally. Correct. Now, of course, you can create an agent, but for example, what if you want to actually import these, and what if you want to maybe take them to some of your partners and go? What if you want to take this to your organization and go and customize them? We've got you covered. If you follow the aka.ms link, aka.ms/HPA catalog, you will actually see the entire, you'll see a very friendly page though, where all of these templates are present. But you'll also see the GitHub repo where we host these templates. Now, with every single template that's hosted, the ones that I showed you, you get a bill of materials, right? And that bill of materials includes, it obviously includes the agent package that you can sideload. It includes a full-fledged setup guide. It includes an overview deck. The setup guide is basically, if you want to create this from scratch, what do you do? And the last and the most important thing is it also includes a bunch of eval sets or evaluation test plans, right? So there's all of this goodness included if you want to sideload or custom load this agent into M365 yourself. We give you the entire package. You can go and play around with it and basically just get inspired. In our next session, we'll talk about how to get more inspired by this, but we have a lot of bonus content coming your way before that. So I'm going to give it over to Harish. Harish, over to you. We'd love for you to tell everybody on the call here 5 ways to become an agent boss with Agent Builder.
I don't think we'll leave any session on Agent Builder out without telling everybody how to be an agent boss. I have a feeling a lot of people here are already agent bosses, but if you are starting your journey out right now with Agent Builder, I'm going to give you a few quick hacks. First one, most obvious, and Anshul has painted the picture already. If you open Copilot right now, click on a new, create new agent, or go to new agent, you're going to see templates. Templates are going to be the fastest way that you can create an agent. The biggest takeaway for me is quick and easy. In a matter of, dare I say, seconds, you can have an agent up and running. I would recommend everybody to start with Plan My Day. Somebody had already asked about, can it look into my calendar and my inbox? try it out, and you can always come back. It's all of these templates are customizable. So you can always come back, tweak the instructions, tweak the name, tweak everything, but you will have an agent ready in minutes to start using. So first hack to become an agent boss, start with templates. Now, once you've created and you've tested the template and you think it's working fine, share your agent with others. You've tested it, you make some changes, you like it, and you think it's going to add value to your team. Yeah, don't keep it to yourself. If a set of you're working on the same project and you've created an agent to look through SharePoint files for that project, or you're all part of a same team and you have a similar business process, create an agent, share it with others. I'm giving an example here of Plan My Day, which I want to share with others, but go ahead and do your custom agents that you built as well. Third one, pin your agents. A lot of people don't know you can pin your agents. Just pin your agents to the left trail. You don't have to go searching for them each time. Give yourself quick and easy access. Pin them, and you can start accessing them whenever you want. Every time you open Copilot, that's an easy one to hack right there. Just hover over the agent on the left trail and pin it. Right. This number 4 is the big one. Whenever you prompt and you get a response, scroll all the way down to the bottom of the response. You're going to see a few options on like, dislike, copy, edit, and so on. If you see an icon with a clock, or if you click on the 3 dots, the menu option, you should see one that says schedule this prompt. This is great for agents that you use on a daily basis or even on a weekly basis. Schedule your prompt. You should get a pop-up that gives you options to set frequency by day and time, and then let just Copilot do its thing. You don't need to, come back every day and prompt it. Let it just run automatically. Plan My Day is a good example. Set up the template and then ask it the prompt to, organize your day or give you a brief of how to plan your day. And then just schedule it at the end of the first prompt that you've tried out. We will show all of this in action the next time. And the final one is all bosses keep exploring new agents. So while we've spoken about creating a new agent, right next to it in your screen, you should see an option that says all agents. That is going to the agent store. This is going to be a central hub where you will find all the agents that you've been using. You should have access to all the agents that Microsoft builds, other agents used by your peers, shared with you. It's a great place to discover agents. So once you've started using agents, you built your own agents. Over time, if you want to go search, find, discover, and utilize and maximize this agent advantage that you have within Copilot, go to the agent store. Some fantastic information, I think, Anshul, you've shared about agent templates. In the next call, we're actually not going to be doing so many slides. We're going to open Agent Builder and actually do a click through. I'm going to call it a build along session, Anshul, where we will be building some of these templates along with you, maybe 1, 2, 3 templates, even if time permits, and see how you can quickly get them up and running, customize them, and see them in action.